talking about sufferings and tortures, you know that during this conflict, many Ukrainian families are separated on occupied territories. Many patriotic pro-Ukrainian people are put in prison and kept in absolutely inhumane conditions. But David, tell us how you ended up in communist prison and how you managed to get out of this very dark place.
Well, it's interesting you asked this. Obviously, the reason I ended up in prison was after 12 years of traveling. By then, I had established, because I had a regular travel company, I'd converted my buses to carry Bibles. I could carry 2 tons of Bibles. That's 5,000 Bibles, about 10, 12,000 New Testaments, 100,000 Gospels, like Gospels of Matthew or John and so on. And eventually they were discovered. And so I was arrested at the border with that number of Bibles and inevitably put in prison. But, you know, I did realize that Christians must be prepared to suffer. And I suppose right from the beginning, I knew I was taking a risk, and always the risk was there that sooner or later I would be arrested. And I think the thing that comforted me was, if I surprised you by saying, when the people in the prison knew who I was and what I'd done, they actually became quite friendly with me. Not the guards. They persecuted and tortured me, but the other prisoners were actually a great help to me in there and helped me to survive, because obviously I didn't know the language, I didn't understand the commands, and you know, in a communist prison they're very strict with what you can do and what you can't do. And so it was because I was a Christian and because I prayed that I could survive. I think real Christians find it easier to survive than non-Christians. I mean, the prison I was in, all the other prisoners with me developed what they call the prison shake. Nervous condition. I didn't. And I think the difference was that I had a faith which kept me. And so I was able to witness to them, and I was able to lead some of those prisoners with me to know Jesus in the prison.